Hi, this is Simon Chen, and welcome to my No BS, No Hype network marketing training. Members of my coaching mastermind groups can ask me questions on a weekly basis, and today's question comes from Howard, a 5-star mastermind member. And Howard is the leader, and he actually has a great marketing idea to grow his customer base. He says, "Thank you very much for the previous video. I know this is early, but I already have a question for this week. I've recently collaborated my team with a fitness organization. They'll be running a one-day kids football event." By the way, this is soccer for those who are in the U.S. Okay, football event where parents will also be involved as part of the event as well. I've made a business deal with them so that I'm able to promote certain USANA products like the NutriMeals during the event. My plan is just to set up a booth and prepare small cups of NutriMeal for them to try it out while prospecting them as a regular consumer. My main aim is to acquire sales from parents and get them on ordership. I've never done this before in my USANA business. What is crucial planning that you would prepare with your team? How would you approach the parents after they tested the NutriMeal? How would you leverage off from the one-day event to grow your business besides setting up a booth? Okay, so I have some experience with booth. I'll tell you one thing, I don't like to do them. Okay, now I had team members that like to do them. I've done enough of them to realize I don't like to do them, but they are a good way to grow your customer base. The first question is, it goes back to marketing, is what is your goal? Is to just to get customers or about the business? If it is, and you have a goal in terms of getting customers, don't bring up the business, okay? Because people' biggest fear is, and there's misconceptions about network marketing that, oh, if I buy this product, you're going to suck me in and try to talk me into joining something I don't want to do. And if that's and a lot of people have that fear. So if people have that fear, they will let you rather buy sometimes an inferior product because they just don't want to deal with the hassle, right? So what I would do is I would not even let people know that it's a network marketing company. Well, people are just buying a great product. And a lot of my customers, even to this day, I mean, from my wife's, she gets a lot of customers. A lot of them don't know that it's it's a network marketing company. I do network marketing. They just know that I sell great nutrition products. And I sell great shakes. They're mostly shake consumers and NutriMeal consumers. So I keep it separate. And that's why, again, we goes back to I have separate business cards for different parts of my business. I have a product card that only talks about products. I have a personal branding card, and I have a business for the network marketing part. So now I know you know that, but it would be important for you to train your team on that, to not bring it up. Because sometimes new associates, they get so excited they want to sponsor everyone, right? So that would screw up the whole process. So the training and your leadership is important. Now, if someone asks them, hey, how come I've never heard of these products before? Maybe you can say, oh, it's because this is sold through direct selling only. You can't buy these at stores. It's a special high-end product. It's a specialty product. You can't buy at stores. You can only buy through certain distributors. And only if someone says, could I sell these as well? Which most people would not ask that question at a football event. Then maybe I will bring up the business part. So number one, don't bring up the business, don't mix. Number two is you want to get leads that could be future customers. So get them you want to capture information of the customer, potential prospects. So you have to do a drawing, a giveaway. Maybe a giveaway could be a bag of shakes or something. A weight loss, something on low glycemic eating, some type of freebie where people will give out the names and email. Now, they're probably not going to give out the phone number. Just email is probably the most they'll give you. Or you can ask for the business cards. Right? Business cards is a great way to get the address, email, and phone number. So in every booth that I've done, we've done the free, big, and most of the booths that I did, we focus more on the supplements. Okay? And I've done a booth very similar to you doing a football event. I did a booth at marathons, training events, outdoor activities. Those are the events that I had done. And so we had a big, we did supplements. We had a big basket with all the supplements in there. So it was attractive. It was worth over $200 US. Okay, over that much amount of products. So people were like, wow, I want to get this. And we had a gym bag in there. Because again, we were doing marathons, our events. So, runners have gym bags, carry the stuff. So we had a nice gym bag, and inside the gym bag, we made a huge, nice display. Now of course, I didn't do it because I don't have that type of talent, but one of my team members, she's very good at that. So she did this nice display, and we put it in the bubble wrap, and we put it there. So you can win this if you take a sample, and if you're interested, you can get a coupon, put out your name there, and you can get this. Okay, you have a chance to win this. Now we also gave a coupon offer. So if you buy on that day event, we'll give you a discount. Okay, and to get the coupon, we requested them to fill out some information. And by filling out your name and email, fill out the form, you instantly get entered the drawing to win that raffle. Okay, now when we did the raffle, we had a couple of things we asked about them. We asked about it just wasn't, because it was entering a drawing, we just as a name and email. We asked them like 5 questions. And basically, like, what are your nutritional needs? Do you currently take supplements? How do you feel your performance can be better? What are your performance goals? Do you believe nutrition supplements can help them? 5 questions. So those are questions you could use for your NutriMill, right? Are you taking any shakes right now? How are you supplementing how are your kids supplementing their calorie requirements? How do you eat junk food? How often do you eat junk food? So you can ask 5 questions that are geared. And so this is market research. And I always take, like I said, network marketing like $1 million business, like traditional business. You want to collect prospect data. So if you find out, for example, you get like 30 leads and they all want to get the kids off junk food, that's the parents' goal. The next time when you do the next booth, you know how to create a better message, right? But you don't know what type of message you put the second, third time around unless you collect your customer data. So the form, we just ask them 5 questions, nothing more than that. Will help you learn a little bit about them. And then the key is, okay, you could also ask for phone number. I'm sorry. Okay, if you're doing a raffle, ask for a phone number, because if you win it, we got to call you, right? You got to call you. And you do have to have integrity. You do have to, after that night, maybe you shoot a video. Video is a great way to do it, because people say, oh, where's the proof? You put all the papers in a basket, you pull it out and say, this is the winner, right? And then you call that person. And that also gives you an excuse to call the other prospects. So you can call the other prospects, say, hey, I'm sorry you didn't win, but we have another offer. We have buy 2, get 1, like a 10% discount. You can come up with some type of discount. Sometimes when you retail, for example, when you buy volume, if you buy under a downline purchases volume, right? You're gonna earn. He's gonna earn commissions. You're gonna earn commissions from that. So you give some of that commissions back. Right? You follow? So if you're earning $10 from that sale, and you normally buy in bulk, just say you buy 100 points, your downline could be earning $20 from that 100 points, right? You could be earning $10. So all of a sudden you take the $30 you chip in, and maybe you give $15 back to the customer. So if you buy, you get $15 off one time only. Right? So you have products. You must have products on hand, by the way, for the booth. Now I'm talking about a lot of things here. You got to have products on hand. Because if people want to buy, they're not going to wait for the products to deliver. They want it. Some people will want to buy the product that day. They take the sample, they like it, they want to buy. If you say, oh, we'll call you back tomorrow, you are going to lose the customer. So make sure you have some products on hand to ready to sell them. And so getting back to the people who don't win, if they don't win, you call them, hey, you didn't win, but we have a special discount for you. So you try to get the customers on like that way. If they like it, then you can get them to order ship. I never talk about order ship on the first immediate, because that's too big a hurdle. First of all, you want to get them to buy. That's a big victory. And then you want to get them to order ship. That's like 2 steps, right? I'll take the first step to get them as a customer first, after the customer, then go to the next step in getting them in as an order ship after they like the products. Okay, so that's I touched on a lot of things. The key thing is you want to get prospects. That is important. That makes the event worthwhile. There could be future customers. Now, important thing is, and this was a challenge, you have to go and call these people immediately after the event. Okay, within 24 hours. You spent all your sweat and tears on this. Your team did. You remember the event. But those parents or at the football event, right, they would not remember you at all after maybe even not 24 hours. They're not going to remember you. Right? Just think about when you go to the shopping mall, you may bump into people's kiosks try to sell you things, right? To them, you're everything, right? To you, you don't remember who approached you. You have tons of people. So if you don't call them within 24 hours, and we made that mistake the first time we did it, it was just total loss. You call people, oh, I don't remember filling this out. No one's going to remember. Okay, no one. So I'm telling you the expectations here. If you don't call them right away, it's a total waste. Because 3 days from now, they're not going to remember and they're not going to be interested because people buy. People buy at the moment. The last tip of advice, any other things, I think I have a couple of links that could help you out. I want to put them down below. I've did a training before, a brief thing, very similar to this, about Booth. So watch that video as well, Howard. One other thing is very important is there's a different type of selling. You want to make your booth inviting, so like a U shape, so people come in. Not where you have a stand, where it's like a barrier. Okay, and it's a different type of selling where you got to be aggressive in bringing people to your booth or tent. Meaning, if you're in a booth, don't stand behind a booth. Go outside the booth, approach strangers. Hey, come here. You want to have a shake, one sample? I'm sure you've been to, fairs, trade shows, whatever, where they're like that. They're very aggressive. If you sit behind the booth, your team members are waiting for people to come, no one will come. Now, 1 out of 50 people may come by, but that's not it. You must get people to come. And you must have something in the booth that's like a wow, a shocking thing, right? That gets people to, oh, that's so nasty. What is that? To come to your booth. Otherwise, people are just going to walk by and totally ignore it. Just to give an example, one of the things we did was we had the apple test. Rotten apples laying out there. And people say, oh man, that's so nasty, disgusting. What is that? So once you go to the booth, they look at this. We had ugly looking, rotten, moldy apples there, right? What is this? And that immediately led us to talk about the supplements. Okay. Another time we had worked at a deal where we had a rock climbing. Actually, a rock climbing thing that people can practice next to the booth. So people say, "Oh, I want to go there." Once they go, they see the rock climbing. Is that yours? I said, "Yeah, that's ours." So they will go there, and while they're checking the rock climbing, waiting in line, right? They'll look at a booth. So that's another thing. And we were very, very aggressive going out there. When everyone who walked by, hey, have you seen a rotten apple? We just had a quick, catchy line. It's like, I know you hate it, but check out this apple. It's all molded, white, and fungus. You know what that has to do with this to our booth? Something like that to get them in there, right? Another thing is, I know this guy Joe. What he did was when he marketed weight loss. You talk about losing 10 pounds, right? What is 10 pounds? People don't. 10 pounds is not that much, or 10 pounds is like 4 kilos. Not that much. What he did was he went to the butcher. And this is nasty. He went to the butcher and got 10 pounds, 4 kilos of fat, of animal fat, and he put it in a plastic bag. Okay, think about that. It was disgusting, and put it out there. And when he said that, hey, you want to lose 10 pounds? You probably think 10 pounds is not much, but look at this. And he brought it up, and this is what's on your waist. It was so gross, but it got people's attention. I mean, if I tell you to lose 10 pounds, you're not motivated. If I show you this nasty stuff is right, you're carrying this type of stuff, that grosses people out. People go to your booth and start asking questions, right? It attracts attention. So that you have to do. But really, the selling is in terms of getting people to booth, you got to sell fast and sell quick. Otherwise, people walk. It's a totally different type of selling than prospecting. It's like you got to get them quick, get them a sample, and try to sell them. I mean, my first time I did this, I was awful. We did like a weekend at the marathon, and the first day was like an opening. The second day was after the marathon. The first day I was terrible. I actually counted. I approached like 20, 30, maybe 20 something people. Got 0 sales, 0. Right? Now one of my team members was much better, but by the second day I started getting good at it because I knew it's a different approach from my normal prospecting. You have to grab and you have to sell, right? But then the problem was then we stopped it, and then we didn't get a chance to do it again. So if you're going to do this, consistency is important. Okay, do it on a consistent basis. You get used to that type of selling. The last thing is team members. Sometimes people you have to work it out where who gets what leads. Okay, that's the thing. When you get the leads, when you get the potential customers, your team members may fight for them. So you got to work out in advance how the leads should be distributed, or whoever talked to who, that becomes the lead. So on the raffle ticket, they write the name, right? So those are the people who are going to be calling, and they're responsible for calling them as well. All right, we covered a lot of things. Again, go over the link at the bottom. I'm going to dig it up for you. It's a good training, but good luck with it. I think it's a great opportunity, but it's a total different, and it really tests your selling skills and your marketing skills as well. All right, everyone, thank you for watching. My training. This is Simon Chan. See you guys next time.